In chapter 25, Tobin and Lemonade are taking a small expedition in Mr. Harold's backyard sleepover to see if they can't find Bigfoot. Um, they hear something, and Tobin decides he is going to disobey, and let's see what happens. Let's see what they find. Uh, chapter 26 is titled Sloppy drops make for real mushy cow pies. Mr. Harold's pasture starts just past the barn. It goes on forever, and it's filled with steers, trees, and grass for grazing. There's a wooden fence that keeps everything from getting out, except for free roaming Tobin. "Wait for me!" I call after him. I can barely make him out of the dark as he runs ahead of me straight for the west end of the pasture. "Hurry up!" he whispers back at me. "And would you be quiet?" I'm going as fast as I can. It's hard to run with a Polaroid camera around your neck and sweatpants over your shorts. It's even harder to do those things while you're dodging disgusting, smelly cow pies. Or maybe they're steer pies. The many stinky landmines are all over the pasture, and since it's rainy, they're slippery, stinky landmines. In the dark, dodging them is practically impossible. Each time my tennis shoe hits one, it feels like it splats back up on my ankle, and I lose my balance a little each time. Black steers stand in groups under the pouring rain, staring at us as we run by them, still chewing, probably laughing at us as we're slipping and sliding all through their poo. Tobin is getting further and further away from me, and the rain is coming down harder and harder. "Wait up!" I demand. "Shh!" he hisses back at me. "Mr. Harold is gonna hear you." I stop to catch my breath. Squinting through the drops, I see something catapulting over the wooden fence at the end of the pasture. "You're not supposed to go past the fence!" I holler at him through my cupped hands. I don't care whether Mr. Harold hears me or not. "Tobin!" I scream. "Tobin!" He's gone. And that's when it happens again. A long, high-pitched howl from the woods. "Oh!" My heart jumps and I start to run again, harder and harder, pushing through the downpour to get to him. Rain and tears make rivers down my cheeks until I get to the fence. "Tobin! Tobin, where are you?" Nothing. "Tobin!" "Here! Over here!" His voice finds me from inside the forest, past the fence. The raindrops are so thick now and sloppy, too, more like freezing buckets of water instead of tiny drips. They hit me on the forehead and my cheeks, sometimes plopping right into my eyes, making it hard to see anything at all. I push my hair out of my face and I wipe at my eyes with my wet jacket sleeve, which now feels like a sopping sponge. There's a flash of light and then the lull of thunder. And I don't even have time to count to see how far away it is. The storm is right on top of us. I want to run back to the tent and hide in the thick, warm sleeping bag. I want to run inside where I know Mr. Harold has warm blankets somewhere, maybe even a cozy pull-out couch. The wood of the fence is wet and slippery, and so is the very tall grass. When I pull myself over the fence, I slip and I fall onto the other side. "Tobin!" I yell again, pushing myself up from the mud. I don't hear anything this time. Nothing but the rain cutting through the leaves and the grass. It's coming down fast and hard now, with crashing thunder and bright flashes across the sky. "Tobin! Tobin, where are you?" I crouch down under a tall pine and I crawl underneath the lowest branch. I wait, wiping at my eyes again with my soaked jacket. "Mama," I whisper, "I'm so scared, Mama." A crash right overhead shakes the needles on the branches above me. I cover my ears with my hands. Elizabeth Lillywhite. More thunder, and then a blinding flash of lights. It lights up the whole forest, and I count for 2 seconds. I know I'm going to be lost in these woods, or I'll drown in the drops, and they'll find my frozen body at daybreak, or I'll be electrocuted by lightning, or the wind will blow this pine down on top of me, or then I'll be squished to death. Oh, what a shame, Miss Dickerson will say. She was so young, and just the spitting image of her mother, too. I shiver and my teeth chatter. I wipe at my eyes again with my wet jacket. To the left, I hear a rustling in the brush. It's too big to be the wind. Then there's heavy footsteps pounding the damp ground. Please be Tobin, please be Tobin, please be Tobin. I squeeze my eyes closed, praying in my head. Closer. The footsteps are too heavy to be his. I know it. I can feel them vibrate underneath me as they pound in the mud. I duck my head closer and even lower underneath the pine brush. Closer. Pound, pound, pound. They hit the earth, sloshing the soggy grass and sticks underneath, closer and closer. Oh, it's what 9 feet tall must sound like. I know it. And then the branch I'm hiding under moves and I scream, Lemonade! I open my eyes to see Mr. Harold standing above me in a shiny black rain slicker with big black rubber boots. What are you doing out here? Where on earth is Tobin? I start to sob. I don't know. That's it. That's the end of chapter 26. Let's see if we can't find Tobin.